Hey everyone!
Welcome back to our channel. I'm Danielle.
I'm Maggie.
And we are reacting to Uncharted behind the scenes. We watched Uncharted the other day, which that video will be coming soon of our reaction to the movie. It was so good, but now we're gonna watch the BTS of the movie, so... Okay.
Yeah, let's watch this and then we'll talk.
Yes,
okay. Let's get to it.
Okay.
We really had to push the limits of what we could do.
Serious injuries, sneaky parties on set, romances for the history books, stunts that left actors battered and bruised.
That's so cool.
Uncharted had it all and more. We've got the
God.
inside look to bring this movie to life. Number 1. Should we get these to a room?
Well, the first time we met, we hit it off.
10 minutes into meeting each other, Tom knew it was fate.
I realised if we got the chance to work together, we'd be fast friends.
The bromance was real and made the relationship on screen perfect.
The thing that elevates the material is the chemistry between the two of us.
While they loved each other, they did make their fair share of jabs.
We were good mates, and, you know, there's a good rivalry between the two of us, which was a lot of fun.
And that rivalry made it out to the green.
You know, we hung out quite a lot outside of work. We were playing golf with each other and having dinners. We loved to have each other as
I thought you said they would work out.
Number 2. Unexpected is always welcome.
Most of what Mark and I are saying to each other is an improv.
Holland and Wahlberg were throwing lines in left, right, and
Oh
center.
my gosh.
You know, we were constantly, you know, testing each other.
Wahlberg doesn't miss a beat.
Mark's just a really naturally funny guy who brings all kinds of lines.
Oh, and if Tom weren't busy enough flaring behind the bar, he went the extra mile with his bartender's savvy wisecracks.
I mean, there's lines throughout where Tom was coming up with great moments.
Number 3.
That's cool.
Okay.
Whiskey sour, please, bartender Tom. The actor's slick flair moves came from some real-life practice. Part of his prep work for the role saw the actor behind the bar at Chiltern Firehouse,
That was some
slinging
thick
drinks
alcohol.
and flipping bottles
Yeah,
like a
it
pro.
looked
Number 4.
nasty.
Yeah.
With a bartender around, why not?
I said to the producers, like, can we keep the bar open?
Okay, so keep this on the DL.
I probably shouldn't say this because it's I guess it's kind of illegal, but
That bar scene looked rowdy for a reason.
I would basically say to crew members, like, what would you like to drink?
Who says no to that kind of offer?
I was
Like
really
drinking
making
while they're
drinks
working?
and just slyly, like, giving them to the crew.
They
my
were filming on a
gosh.
Friday night, and when they wrapped for the day, Tom wanted to keep the party going.
And I was the bartender. It was amazing.
Number
Okay.
5.
That is so funny.
This
Best
was the
paid-
most terrifying
Best
stunt
paid
for Tom.
bartender ever.
And it was awful.
The giant set was built, and then...
They would drop it
That's so
into
cool.
the water, and it would sink.
And the stage was set for the actors to hold their breath for an insane amount of time, all while trying to swim out of a hole in the back of the structure and up to the surface. Yep, definitely terrifying. Number 6. It's just so good.
That is
and
so
guess
cool.
what?
It's
It
like
only
Jamie
took a
Campbell
casual
Bower.
5 weeks to
When
film.
he had to do
Oh.
that, the behind the
It's the
scenes.
hardest
When he was
action
going
sequence I've
into
ever
the
made.
upside down.
Shooting so much
Yeah.
practically meant Holland was hanging 100 feet in the air at one point, barely
crazy.
attached to a spinning block.
And it was really scary.
Oh, and then he goes tumbling through the sky.
I was shooting stunts that are far bigger than anything I've done before.
And these were all just for one
Whoa,
sequence.
look at that.
Number 7.
Yeah.
It was just moving it around.
Yeah.
That's
Sends
crazy.
Tom flying.
What?
That is so crazy.
I would hit it and then fly off.
And it was oh so effective, but it made Holland's
Oh
job
my
tricky.
God.
It's
Gosh.
wild
Yeah.
that how it goes from what it is to what it looks like.
As I left the aeroplane before I went into my sort of spin.
Nailing this took a
That's
whopping
crazy.
17 takes.
So it took a long time to get right, and it just so happened that that was the day that my mum came to watch.
She wasn't a fan of seeing her boy get so battered.
And my mum sort of coming up to me on like the 12th take, like, do you not think they've got it already? Can't they move on?
Who can blame her? Number 8.
His poor
There were
mom.
some
Yeah.
weird faces captured.
No, I'd be sort of coming into land and I'm like,
Holland has been used to donning his Spidey suit or relying on CGI to mask the faces that he makes while going through his
true.
insane
Yeah.
stunts.
my stunt doubles would come up to me and be like, Tom, that was great, but less face, mate.
Just speaking was hard enough in the middle of all the action.
Poor Tom.
It's really difficult to sound normal because normally you're like, yeah, I'm ready. So it can be tough.
Number 9.
Aw.
Teeth were nearly lost. Seriously.
Mark actually hit me in the teeth with a sword,
It happened the way that sword fighting accidents happen.
and as he did his backswing, he like clipped me in the teeth.
No
Oh.
wonder Tom swore he'd never film a sword fight scene again. Can't risk losing those pearly whites.
Yikes.
Number 10. His teeth were salvaged, but his body was not.
It was more physically demanding.
Taking all those hits and landings left a mark.
Yeah.
I got bangs and bruises here and there.
One of the riskier stunts that he did himself did take quite the toll.
Rooftop or
I
something.
did quite a gnarly, like, jump over a railing in Barcelona. My whole right side was, like, black and blue.
And when he was nearly at the finish line,
That
I
looks
got
so cool.
pretty bad tendonitis in my hamstring.
things got even tougher.
Which isn't a very cool injury. That's just from overwork.
Number 11. Tom's typical days on set were far from easy. In just one day, Holland whipped out a backflip over his co-star Wahlberg.
He just did that, so no big deal.
Two
So
even
nonchalant.
stunt
Yeah.
legends, but that's not all. There was talk of a potential stunt involving a 50-foot drop and being caught by a chandelier. For real? Dude earns his paycheck.
Does he have, like,
Number
no
12.
fear?
Does time
No,
off
I don't
even
think so.
exist? Tom has been busy starring in, well, everything, and at one point the actor was near total burnout. Near the end of filming, while struggling with rough tendonitis, Holland had to call it, asking for a weekend to rest and just heal. The production totally understood. They've got to take care of their star. Number 13. It's tough to be this cool. One of the hardest parts of becoming Nathan Drake
Especially
was, funnily
he's the
enough,
one bringing
settling
in
into
all
the
the
cool
money.
dude vibes.
Yep.
Tom
They
has
should
pulled
give
off the
him the time
not-so-smooth
off.
Peter Parker, but this was a new ball game, and one that the actor was very ready for. When he went back to the No Way Home set, he actually had to de-coolify. Number 14.
Okay.
And sometimes looking cool is a downfall. Holland knew he had to look slick, but at times he took it
Oh,
a bit
that's when
too
it like
far.
blew up right
I
there.
think there
Yeah.
are elements of my performance in Uncharted where I kind of fell under the spell of being, I want to look good now. I want this to be my cool moment. Luckily, his acting chops make up for a few moments of vanity. Number 15.
He's all proud of himself.
Listen to music, anyone?
There are two moments in the movie where we feature the Uncharted score as a nod to fans.
Ramin Djawadi, who was responsible for the Game of Thrones score, worked his magic for Uncharted.
He did our entire original score specific to the film, creating original themes for Nathan Drake.
While the score of the original game is epic,
I wanted
Did
to
she
make
actually, like,
that
keep him
our
there?
movie
I don't
stole
think
looked
so.
like
from
it
the
a
game
little
and
bit,
that
but
we
I
weren't
don't
just
know.
recreating it for fans.
Number 16. He's a real tough guy. Wahlberg got to work achieving
So
incredible
I
physical
knew a
shape.
workout would have to come
Training
in.
included loads of cardio, weightlifting, functional movement, and of course, the perfect push-up. Number 17. The pressure was on.
And I realised that I looked like Mark's, like, 12-year-old son.
An unexpected 5-month break was great for Tom because he got to try and catch up to Wahlberg's level of buff.
All I did was eat and train every day. Protein shake,
He's in good
protein
shape, though.
shake.
He's
Yeah.
pretty ripped. He's a little
It
guy,
was
but
all
he's
worth it
he's
just
ripped.
for a compliment
Mark's a
from his
little guy
buddy
too, though.
He did
Yes,
actually
he is.
comment and was like, wow, you've put on some serious size. So I was actually really grateful for the break.
Number 18. He's a Sony boy living in a
Oh
Sony
my gosh,
world.
just
And I
chilling,
remember
hanging
thinking
upside
at the time,
down.
like, wow.
He
This
always
would
makes
make an
comments about how
incredible movie.
Sony
How
owns
exactly
him.
did
I
Tom get
know.
involved with this project?
Dang.
Well, it all began while filming a little movie called Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man 1, and obviously Spider-Man being a Sony movie and Sony owning PlayStation, one of the
Yeah.
luxuries is you always get a PlayStation in your trailer. And,
And you know he played Uncharted. Tom was hooked.
you know, I was a massive fan of this game, so it was a huge honour to sort of bring him to life and develop the character.
Number 19.
The character.
This movie was a long
character.
time
I don't
coming.
know,
Over
you
the
said
span
that.
of
That
about
was
a
funny.
decade, 7 different directors were attached at some point or other.
Good
We're
grief.
talking about some big names. David O. Russell, Travis Knight, Seth Gordon, Dan Trachtenberg, and Neil Berger. The search was stressful, but Ruben Fleischer eventually got the gig, which was a relief to everyone involved. Number 20. Ready, set, and wait. Tom Holland showed up to set raring to go, only to be turned away as the team shut down production indefinitely because of COVID. Once they were
Oh,
all
did it
back,
happen during
Antonio
it?
Banderas had
It
to
sounds
take
like
over for a
right
month as he
before,
battled the
like right
virus
at the
himself.
beginning.
A blockbuster like this is tough to create, but with this team around, it's a bit of a dream. Which part do you think would have been most fun to film?
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That's crazy. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot. Like I feel bad. What?
I didn't know what to say.
Okay. I feel so bad. He's like was so beaten and battered and
I
bruised.
know.
He had to ask for a weekend off.
I know.
Good grief. And then getting a sword to the mouth. Was it like the blade part or the
I don't
handle
know.
part? So
So
I
was
don't
it a
know.
real, like, well, maybe not like a real sword, but it had to be hard still. I don't know.
I don't
Because, like,
know.
it
Maybe-
should be like a, foam?
Yeah, you would
That wouldn't
think.
hurt.
Well,
wouldn't-
maybe
Not enough
maybe
to knock your teeth out. About to.
well, a lot of Mark's teeth aren't his
real
They're,
teeth.
they're his own teeth because he paid for them.
Right, but not...
But they aren't the teeth that he grew. So maybe he wanted Tom to join him.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I
Is
hope
that
not.
mean?
I hope not.
I don't mean it in a mean way, but poor Tom. Gosh
Yeah,
darn.
I know.
Yeah, so it like Tom puts some physical energy, like a
Yeah.
lot of energy into it, but goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's crazy.
So, okay, well, yeah. Way to go, Tom. Goodness sakes. So, yeah, that's Uncharted behind the scenes. Yeah, like Danielle said, we will have a reaction to that. Have you seen Uncharted?
Yes.
Did you like it? We didn't even know until, like, I think after we watched it, or maybe right before or something, that it comes from, like, a video game.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
No clue whatsoever.
No idea.
And, you know, obviously there are a lot of people in the film. Are you a fan of Tom, Mark, Antonio? So,
Who's
yeah,
that?
Antonio Banderas. He's, like, the Hispanic guy in there that, like, is trying to outbid. Like, he's kind of the bad guy. Yeah, he's a well-known actor. Yeah, he's from a long time ago.
I didn't
know.
know.
Let me explain this to her for a second.
Okay.
Do you know the actress Dakota Johnson?
I know the name.
Okay. Well, at one point, Antonio Banderas was her stepdad. Her mom is an actress, and so is her dad. Her parents are Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson.
So she's like the nepotism baby?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Antonio Banderas was her stepdad.
Dang. Okay.
I don't know what, I don't think you would know her mom from anything, but I know you've heard of, like, from 80s stuff, like Miami Vice.
Oh, okay. That's
her dad was one of the two guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And that's her dad. You
and
said that.
and so the guy that, like, is the Hispanic guy, I hope I've got that right. I forget where he's from. But that was her stepdad.
Oh.
Her parents divorced, and then Melanie Griffith remarried and was married to Antonio Banderas.
And he's in Miami Vice?
No, Don Johnson.
Oh.
Dakota Johnson's dad.
Oh, so I don't know that guy from anything?
Yeah, I don't think you know all three of her parents. So there you go. You're welcome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So were you on Danielle's little side there where I just explained everything, or were you like, yeah, Maggie, that's how it all is?
Yeah, I have no idea.
So, okay. Well, that's that for now.
Fun.
We'll have this come out soon. And so, yeah, let us know what you thought about this movie, or if you knew it was a game, or if you watched the movie and then you're like, oh, that was a game? Like, I had no idea.
We're not gamers.
Yeah. So, all right.
Growing up, she never allowed me to game or anything. Yeah. But, so yeah, but even, like, I know of several video games, but I had never heard of this as a video game. So.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's it for now. So don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, share our videos, tell us what you think.
Put your notifications on so you know when we upload.
Yes.
All the good things. Go
Hit
ahead,
the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. All right. So that's it. So we will see you next time, and bye.